Okay, and facing the front. 3, 2, 1, and 0. I can hear some people, as soon as they hear me counting down, they're starting to wrap up their conversations, and they're getting their eyes towards the front. I saw Dexter do that, and I really appreciated that. So, I heard Tina and Kelly having a really interesting conversation. Tina, could you share, what were you saying at the beginning there to Kelly about the order operations?
Well, I don't want to read it, but I think Max is right because Larry added 26 plus 48 first, but it said work from left to right, that she did start from the right first.
So the order of operations say that mathematicians work from left to right, and you think that in the first way, you saw Max going from left to right instead of from right to left?
Yeah.
Okay. Flannery, did you want to revise your thinking? Or did
I was just going to say I agree with Tina.
you agree with Tina? So you want to revise your thinking and say like, oh, now that you know this one rule mathematicians use, maybe you would solve a different problem. Did anyone else have a similar idea to Tina? Yeah, I see a lot of people that had a similar idea. Okay. All right. So we're gonna try and solve one story problem together, and then I'm gonna have you practice on your own, trying to solve some pretty complex problems and making sure that you follow this just right order. There's this problem that they had in your math book. Maybe it's not the most exciting, but it's about paper towels. And they said that Rogers and Company, I can project it up here, but it's really small. I can't quite get that. Rogers and Company, they ordered 40 cartons of paper towels from a paper store. And each carton had 24 rolls of paper. So if I were like doing the math in my head, right, I might just start and say like, I know there's 40 groups of 24. Okay. The paper store delivers 60 rolls of paper towel each day. How many days will it take for the paper store to deliver all the paper towels? Okay, so it's asking me to divide that into groups of 60. Well, there's a lot of ways that I could start this problem, but I'm wondering, like based on the rules we just learned, working from left to right, we multiply and divide first, and we add and subtract second. What do you think the first step that I should take if I was trying to solve this tricky problem would be? Hank, what do you think?
I think I would break it down into 4 because 4
So but you would do the multiplication operation first? Why would you do that?
It's from left to right.
It's from left to right? Okay. And you said you would break that down in your head to be able to do the mental math. What would you come up with after you did it? That's a pretty big problem.
240.
240? Do we agree with 240? Paul?
I think it's
960? I see a lot of me too's. Okay. Well, you could solve it different ways. One way you could be to just put it over each other. You could do mental math, and the mental math I might do would be 4 times 2, I know is 8. And then I'm going to attach those zeros. Okay, and then I might do 4 times 40. What do you say? Well, let's just do the actual putting it over since there seems to be some ways. 4 times 0, okay, that's 0. 4 times 4, that's 16. I'm going to drop a 0 down here. 2 times 0, 0. 2 times 4, 8. 800 plus 160, I know that's 960. Did I do that right, Mr. Tamayo?
Yes.
Okay. And now I have 960 divided by 60. And then I have an operation that I could follow. Okay. I'm going to put one more up there, and I want you to tell me to go ahead and solve it using the order operations, but I want you to tell me, like, what order of operations you think you should follow. I'm going to write this on a new page so it's not confused. Okay. If you had the problem 24 divided by 12 times 5. Okay, I'll move it down in just a second. 24 divided by 12 times 5. I know that's messy handwriting. Go ahead and work in your math notebook. 24 divided by 12 times 5. And don't be afraid to look back to that order of operations.